Welcome back to my channel. This is Simple Meals _KE. Today we are going to be making sukuma wiki, guys. So please don't forget to subscribe. And for all my subscribers, my visiting subscribers, my repeated subscribers, thank you. Thank you once again. I can't thank you enough for subscribing to my channel. And today we'll be making sukuma wiki. I know many people struggle with that, so today we'll be making perfect sukuma wiki. I have my ingredients there. I have my cubes there, beef cubes. Just 2 of them will be enough for that much sukuma wiki. Okay, so just that's all you need, 2 of them. Okay. Then next I have my turmeric. Turmeric is my to-go spice. I love this spice. I think I put turmeric in everything apart from tea. So I have my turmeric there. Then I have my perfectly cut sukuma wiki there. Salt, of course, to season our food. And I like to directly cook my salt. Then I have some oil, of course, enough oil to be able to do that recipe. Okay, so those are the things that you require to make your sukuma wiki. Whenever you're making your sukuma wiki, you can rough chop your sukuma wiki according to your preference. It's just whatever makes you happy. Okay, so those are the things that we require. So I'm happy for the new subscribers. Welcome. So I had to redo this again and add. I realized that I didn't have onions, which is a very important ingredient while making sukuma wiki. So I added my onion there. I added my chopped onions. You can do your onions into rings, but if you have children, it would be preferable to chop your onions into very thin slices. Okay, look at my sukuma wiki, guys. It looks so good. It's been done really well. Well, you can, like I said before, you can rough chop yours. You can do your sukuma wiki how you like it. But mine, well, it's done really tiny, into tiny. That's the size that I like. That size is what I like. And that doesn't mean that yours has also to be cut the same way. You can do yours, you can rough chop it, you can rough chop it, or you can chop it up into what makes you happy. Okay, so I added my onion like I said, and I have there, that size is a good size. I have a small child, I have a small son, and I think that is just the right amount. When I cook this, when I caramelize this, I ensure that it's brown, and then you'll not see it in the food. So I prefer that size. That size is what makes me happy. So I'll just go through the ingredients once again. Then I have my beef cube there. I have my 2 beef cubes. Remember that beef cubes have salt, so don't overdo it. Don't over-season your sukuma wiki after you've put in your cubes. I have my greens there looking so nice. So that's how much I have. That is how much I have. And then, of course, again, my turmeric. That's enough for the meal. Turmeric is a good spice. It's good for your heart. Very good spice. This one I put in almost everything because I like the smell. I like how it just it's good for your heart. It's good for your body. I don't know why people really complain about spices, but once they are natural spices, I think they are not bad. Okay. Then finally, I have some salt there. Some salt, of course, this is too much salt, remembering that the beef cubes are salty, also contain a lot of salt, so you just put a little. And then, of course, I have my oil at the end there, enough oil. Sukuma wiki ni mafuta, people. Sukuma wiki ni mafuta. If you don't put enough oil, then it comes out like it's kind of boiled. It doesn't taste good. It comes out just the flavor is not very, very nice. The flavor is not too good. So after you've assembled everything that you require there, we shall then proceed on to almost our second part of the video, where we shall look at frying that. So guys, subscribe to my channel, and also leave your comments if you'd like us to do something. If you'd like me to try out a recipe, or you'd like to learn how to do something, please leave me a comment. Stick around and grow with me in my channel, and I know in everything, if we work hard enough. In fact, when I began this channel, it was not about it was not about the views, it was about doing what makes me happy. So we move on to the second part of this video, and I have my cooking pot there, and I have my sukuma wiki there. So, and I have a large, it's preferable to use a large cooking pot whenever you're doing greens or any kind of vegetables, so that you leave them enough room to cook. If you put them in a very tiny pot, what happens is that all the water in that vegetable will come out your food, and then they'll not come out as well as you'd like them to come out. Like sukuma wiki, really a bigger pot would be good. And I'm just doing, this meal is for 2 people, so you'll notice how much it shrinks. So I'm just checking to see if my pot is hot enough. So normally I'll light my gas and put on my pot without putting anything in it. Okay, so I just make sure it's hot first. I ensure that the pot is hot enough. Be careful at this stage. I think I'm so used to working around fire. For me, even when I put in my hand there, I don't burn. So for you, I think it would be preferable if you just let it, if you give it a few minutes, then it will be good. Then I put in my oil after my pot is hot. So remember, you put in your oil after your pot is hot. Okay, you put in your oil like that. So I didn't put all of it, I left some of it. Remember, I don't know if you're feeling, guys, the pinch of, I can't say this enough, but oil has just become something else. I'm hoping that they'll look at the prices of things, but if us as consumers don't complain, then I guess everyone thinks it's okay, and everything becomes then so much more expensive. So I have my oil, I have to leave it on to get hot, so that I'd like to hear the sizzle of that, of the onion hitting the oil. So I give it a few minutes to get hot. I give then, guys, I normally cook my spices first. Before I put in my onion, I cook my spices first. As you've seen, I've put in my turmeric, and I'll give that enough time to cook. I think people don't like spices because they don't understand how to use them. So I've put in my turmeric there, and it's cooking, and then I'll break in my 2 cubes. And I'll ensure that that cooks also in the oil. So, and I'll put in my salt. You know, when we were growing up, our parents would say, don't add salt. So I want to add salt to my meal there while it's cooking. I'd like some cooked, that salt cooked in with the spice. Yeah, so you give that a few minutes. And then, of course, I'm going to add my onion last. I will add my onion last. And I wish you were here, guys, so that you can smell. The aroma is amazing. So I cook my onion like that. So I ensure that the onion and the spices are well done. Yeah, just like that. If you leave the oil for long enough, what happens to the onions is that they cook faster when the oil is hotter, and then as soon as you put in your spices in the oil, what happens is that the flavors of the spices come out. Really, they are nice, they are pungent, they are nice, and of course the spice is cooked. So we'll give that a few minutes because I like my onion done well, not dark but just cooked enough. I like it cooked. So like you can see, that's how your onion should look, like that. So you can turn that around so that you ensure that your onion does not burn. It doesn't burn, so it should look like that. My wooden spoon has seen better days, guys. I think I use these on my non-sticks, and I love wooden spoons. I don't know. This particular one for me, I just use it to fry my stuff. So when the onion is well done, after the onion is done and you're sure it's well done, as well as the spices and the salt in your food, then you will go ahead. Let's see if it's good enough. So look at that. So the onion is not burnt, neither is it white. It's just okay. So now we are getting to the part where we'll be adding our greens. Remember, my hands are washed. I normally wash my hands clean all the time when I'm in the kitchen, so I assure you they are super clean. So just in case you are wondering, that's how much. So you'll ensure that you put in all your sukuma wiki. You'll notice that I've not used any tomatoes. If I want those greens to just remain green, I don't know, there's just some chemical reaction that happens when you add tomatoes to your sukuma wiki. They turn a very not nice brownish color when you add tomatoes. So I normally do mine with enough oil, with enough spices and onions, but I never add tomatoes. I never ever add tomatoes to my sukuma wiki, and they remain. You'll see after they're done cooking, you'll see how green and nice they look. You'll see how green and nice they look. Don't worry, guys, about the background noise. There's a lot of background noise, and I like to extract the sounds from my videos and then redo. I like to redo the I like to do a voiceover because I find it much better and clearer and louder. I still don't have a mic. I don't use a mic as yet because I think I'm pretty loud. So if you look at our sukuma wiki there, it's reducing nicely. I like it. I love it. It looks really good. So look at that. It has reduced to almost nothing. Of course, like all vegetables, once you cook them, they normally reduce. They lose their water and reduce. So I've added my sukuma wiki. And it's important, guys, even before you chop up your sukuma wiki, that you wash the leaf very well, carefully. So I do mine twice because I can't stand when I'm having my sukuma wiki and my ugali, and then I feel some few stones in the food. So you will notice that. Oh, look at that. That looks so good, still green. You can see some of the onion there. And my veggies have reduced to almost nothing, guys. It's reduced to almost nothing. Oh my. Yeah. But like I said when I began, this is just for two people and it's just enough. And I thought, as a by the way, while I'm plating, I'd like to show you how to plate this, and make it better. How to plate this, and so that your plate looks really good. So you'll notice that has really reduced the food in my pot has really reduced to almost nothing. And everything looks really good. Look at that. If you look at my pot nicely, the greens have not changed color. They're still very green, but because my pot is kind of black in color, that might not pop out as much as I'd want it to. But if you look at it from that angle, so I'm trying to move my camera almost closer to closer to the pot. So look at that, the color of the sukuma wiki has not changed. It's still lime green, it's still good, it's still very flavorful. So let me bring that up close. Look at that, it's still green, and it will remain green, guys. Even though I was to leave this overnight and then heat it up the next morning, the color still will not change. The color will be the same. But of course, it's advisable to eat your vegetables fresh, cook them fresh, and eat them fresh. If you do batch cooking, I'd advise you to blanch them, to blanch things like sukuma wiki, spinach, blanch them in hot oil and then chop them up, and then maybe store them in an airtight bag, which are the Ziploc bags would be advisable. That will be really good. So I had so much, and now it has reduced, guys, to almost nothing. So I'll cook that for a while, because in as much as I'm going to be having this with ugali, not as a side, as I'm going to have this with some egg and ugali, and I'd like that a bit cooked. Remember that we had also cooked. What we had cooked our spices, so then that makes whatever that we're doing a bit easier. So that's how that looks. That looks really good. So when it's done, we'll switch off our cooker and we shall set that on the side. So I have my 2 eggs there, guys, and I have my salt and the oil, and the oil that was left over from before, when I was doing my greens or my sukuma wiki. And I have my pan, my non-stick pan there. I have a bowl for beating my egg. That's where I'll be beating my egg at. So, and I have a fork, just a small bowl, nothing major. So what we are going to do, of course, we'll put, it seems so crowded here, I might get an accident. Let me just declutter on that side. Yeah, and my pan is on and the fire is on. So to avoid an accident, I've just decided to declutter there. So we'll put in, after our pan is very hot, what we need to do is just beat our eggs into the small bowl over there on the side. So I normally beat my eggs completely, because I like how much the eggs puff up after they're beaten really well. And I like my eggs, well, you can do your eggs however you like them, but I like mine well done, just like my meat. I'm just those people that are a bit particular about eggs and meat. So you do yours. If you like your sunny side up, you can still do your sunny side up, but I love my eggs well done. I love them completely well done. So we'll add in our oil that was left over from before. Remember this, I've just decided to do this as a bonus. If you're wondering how to do your meal, you ensure. By the way, guys, I normally add my salt directly into the oil like that. So I'll swirl the pan to ensure that every part of that pan gets the oil as well as the salt. So like I said, I like my salt cooked. And then you'll pour your egg into the pan like that. Remember, you're not, you can do your egg however you'd like to do it. If you like it sunny side up, if you like it just to get a little heat and then you remove it, well, just remember you can do what makes you happy. So me, I like mine like that. So I want to swirl that a little bit so that it comes out really nice, really nice and round at the bottom. Yeah, just like that. Sorry about the shaking of the camera. Sometimes I have to shoot these things by myself, and then I'm also cooking, so I have to adjust the tripod, I have to adjust the camera, and I'm really sorry about the shaking. I'm getting better. If you saw my first video and these other videos that I've done, you'll notice that I'm getting better, guys. So thank you for continuing to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for my new subscribers. I love you so much. Remain here. So next week I was thinking of doing cinnamon rolls, and then for those people that love cheese, I'd like to show you how to make cheese at home. So I'll be doing that in my other videos, so stay tuned for that. Let me know if you'd like to learn how to make your own cheese at home. I'm a cheese lover. I love cheese so much. And well, we all know that cheese is especially good cheese is very expensive. So I'll show you how I do mine. I do mine right at home. So whatever I can avoid buying, I don't buy, I make myself. So my egg is looking pretty nice there, and I'm hoping to flip it without an accident happening. I need it just to remain round like that, and it's not cooperating. So finally, so that looks really, really good. That looks nice. Oh, look at that. Wow. Looks yum. Looks about ready. So that's what. Also, let me know in the comment section what you want us to do. So that is, I have plated my ugali and my egg and my sukuma wiki, and everything looks so good. Look at how nice that looks. Yeah, let me do a close-up of that. That looks really, really good. That looks nice. So it's a balanced diet. We have our protein, which is the egg. We have our ugali on the side there. And then we have our greens. Look at how green that looks. So today our ingredients, what I was teaching you how to do today was the greens. And I just thought to add an egg as a bonus. and then I'll show you how to plate. All to make your ugali look like that, you just need a bowl, like whatever I was beating my egg in, and then you'll put in your ugali in there, and then ensure that it gets that concave. You can add you can melt a little butter or a little margarine on top, so that you acquire that finished, nice polished look on top of the ugali. So we've come almost to the end of my video, guys. So you can plate your food like that. You can give your bae, you can prepare for your friends, you can prepare for your family, and it will be a nice balanced diet. It will look exactly like that. If you are visiting us for the first time and you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe, please like the video, please give me your comments. I take comments from my viewers very seriously, and I will surely respond to you. If you've written to me, I'll ensure that I've uh, I've I've replied to your comments. So thank you, guys, and I love you, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video, and also give me recommendations on what you'd like us to make, and thank you. Bye bye.